Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to build an online business, we are currently living in some of the most exciting times ever. Because never before could you build, automate, and scale an online business from scratch without any technical knowledge. However, when you have an idea and you start building, you're gonna run into this issue. There are currently over 400 no-code tools on the market, with each one serving its own purpose. How in the world do you pick the right one for your business? Well, as you see by the title of this video, I just spent a crazy amount of hours trying and researching over 400 different tools, and I narrowed down the list to the best ones. I put these tools in separate categories because once you know what you want to build, you just need to know the right tools for your use case. And this video will help you do exactly that. It will save you hundreds, if not thousands of hours of trying different tools. I've also taken all the best tools and made a directory out of them for any of your future needs. I'll share a little bit about that at the end of the video. But there's a lot of tools to go over, so let's just get into it. So the first category we're going to talk about is websites/landing page builders. And the first tool is Webflow. So as you can see on Webflow's website, it is basically the Photoshop of website building. The UI is quite similar to Photoshop and allows you to build pixel perfect websites from scratch without any code. And here you can see some of the functionality. Basically every page is fully customizable, so you can build whatever you might imagine. You can style things exactly how you want. It also allows you to create animations. It also has a CMS, meaning that you can use Webflow for your blog. So you can build out the entire website in Webflow and then send it over to your editors/writers for them to publish blogs on it with ease. And then obviously from Webflow, you can also publish the website. It has SEO functionality, collaboration functionality, as well as integration, which is crucial, right? Integrate the Zapier, Airtable, and we'll touch into those a little bit later. But in my opinion, the best thing about Webflow is that it's been around for a very long time now, so it has a lot of templates. There's thousands upon thousands of different templates that are built already, and they're very easy to change. So you can find a template that you like and then build upon that. It's not like WordPress templates where you really have to work around the template. Here it's more like a starting base. So you can use that and then build upon it. But in summary, if you want the most powerful website builder, Webflow is your choice. And number two, we jump straight into Framer. Framer is the closest competitor to Webflow. It also allows you to build pixel perfect websites, but as you can see, their UI is a little bit more simple. In my opinion, the best thing about Framer is that it's designed in a way where you can build inside Framer without having to use any external software. So the workflow is usually that you build in Figma and then you bring those designs to Webflow. However, Framer is built in a way where you don't have to do that. And as you could see here, they have beautiful templates. The designs are a little bit more simple than Webflow, but at the same time, they're still beautiful. I've also used Framer before for a landing page for my course, and it was very, very intuitive and very easy to use. It was a lot easier to learn the Webflow, and I actually didn't even watch any tutorials for Framer. I just jumped in there and I've just figured it out as I went. It was pretty straightforward. Webflow, I could not do that. And the cool thing that they have right now is that you probably saw it already, is their AI. So in here, you can just type a type of website that you want to make, and the AI will generate you a starting base. So let's say we want to make a website, a landing page for a luxury barber in LA. See what it comes up with. You'll have to log in. Now that we're logged in, it will start generating the website. So in just a few seconds, this is what it has generated. As you can see, it's actually generating for other breakpoints as well. So for the tablet and the phone, and it's really, really fast. But I don't really like this color scheme, right? So let's click here. As you could see, very quickly, it builds out the entire landing page for you. So you can just change a few things and add other things. And it also generates color palettes for you, which is pretty nice. So if you're a designer and you want to build a website, Framer might be the choice for you. Now we jump into Super. And if you've used Notion and you ever wanted to turn your Notion database into a website, then this is exactly what Super allows you to do. As you can see here, it allows you to turn your Notion database into a beautiful website. Very simple. So you create a Notion page, you enter the Notion page into Super, and it creates a beautiful website for you. They also have a few different templates, as you can see here. Build portfolios, personal pages, blogs, and other things. It's very high performance, it's very fast, but from my personal experience, what I'll tell you is that the designs that it comes up with are quite basic. If you really, really want to customize it and make it to your own liking, you do need to know basic CSS. But the way that I was able to get around that is by just using ChatGPT and asking it how to do certain things in CSS. And then using their documentation to find basically specific CSS tags, and then adding the needed parameters to that. So if you love Notion, want to turn on the website, check out Super. Now we go into the last landing page builder. I didn't want to include 4, but this one is simply amazing. If you need to have something up really fast and you want something very simple, then Card is your friend because it allows you to build a simple website in just a few minutes. As you can see here, you just choose a starting point. Let's say you want to build like a portfolio page, this one, and that's it. The UI is very, very clean, very, very simple. You don't have to learn. So basically you just click here to change the background image, and then you click on the text to change it. That's it, very straightforward. And that's exactly what Card is. It allows you to create a very simple website very, very fast. So if you need a landing page for your social profile or you need like a very easy portfolio, then Card is the right choice because you can have it up in just a few minutes. You don't have to waste all your time learning all these different things. This is like as simple as it gets. So check it out. So now we're going to jump a little bit deeper and we're going to explore web app builders. So if you want to build something a bit more complicated than a landing page, you want to build a website that has proper functionality, so maybe like Airbnb or Uber, then that's when you're getting into the space of web apps. And the first builder we're going to cover is called Bubble. Bubble is one of the most powerful web app builders on market right now. As you can see, it allows you to build social networks, marketplaces, SaaS apps without any code. So you can basically build things like Airbnb without learning any coding. You can just use drag and drop tools and then their logic features like this to create more complex functionality. And it's very robust. So Bubble has been around for over a decade now. So it's battle tested by many, many big companies. So you can know and trust it. And it's built to scale, right? So it's not just build a small web app and then hire developers. No, you can scale on Bubble very, very far. And I know this because there are companies like Dividend Finance, which built their app on Bubble and then went on to raise $360 million for their app. Then there's Comet, they raised over $30 million. Coins, this business actually ended up going bankrupt, but they also built their app on Bubble and they raised $1.5 million. And then Teal raised $5 million. There's many, many success stories out there, and I'm actually going to be sharing a lot of them. So if you want to see some, make sure to hit the subscribe button. But the best thing about Bubble, in my opinion, and what makes it stand out above other web app builders is their integrations. They have over 5,500 integrations available right now. These are just a few. And because this builder has been around for such a long time, there are also a lot of templates. So if you go on the website and you go to Marketplace, you could see some of these templates. As you could see, there's many things on there. You can build a dashboard that integrates directly to OpenAI. And the other thing I love about Bubble is that you don't need to build your own startup to make money with it because it has an entire economy around it. It makes it very easy to build your own templates and then sell them and get payouts directly from Bubble. You can also build plugins. You can also create an agency and sign up on here, and you can even become a Bubble coach. So if you want to make money from Bubble, the options are honestly endless. And right now, this industry is absolutely booming. Now, tool number 2, we jump into Softr. If Bubble seems a little bit too complicated and you want to build just an MVP or something very, very simple, then Softr is your friend. If you go on the website, you'll see exactly what it's all about. So while Bubble has its own internal database, Softr uses Airtable and Google Sheets and turns that data into a usable web app. If you jump on the website, you can actually see how it works. So you'll have an Airtable and then you can link that to Softr, where you use pre-built blocks and then you just link the data in the blocks to your Airtable. And because it's so simple to use, you can have your app running in just a few days. As you can see, it's great for building team intranets, client portals, CRMs, inventory management. They also have a great community and a lot of different templates. You could use it for sales, IT operations, products, customer support. So if you want to build a web app fast or you just want to build an MVP, go to Softr. And now the last web app builder, which is Drapcode. Drapcode is quite similar to Bubble in a way that you can build web apps without any code. As you can see here, the UI is actually quite a bit better. It's more similar to Webflow, but the difference with Drapcode is that you can export the code. So if you want to make sure that you can export your code and use that on your own servers, then Drapcode is the choice for you. But as you can see, they also have a lot of functionality. They have a little bit less integrations than Bubble, but still quite a few. Now we jump into the exciting part. I know a lot of people want to build mobile apps, so let's jump into mobile app builders. The first one being Draftbit. So as you can see, Draftbit, it promises that you can create any mobile app 10 times faster. And that's exactly what it allows you to do. It allows you to build native mobile apps as well as responsive web apps. And what native mobile apps means is that you can publish it directly on Google and Apple Play Store. As you could see, it also is visual builder, so you just drag and drop components and then configure them in the way that you want. If you go to their success stories, then you can see the apps that have already been built and already been published, like Stigma, which is a mental health app, Vault, which is a lab that allows you to track your picks across all sports books, Graze, which is a platform that helps you save money on your favorite businesses, and I'm sure there's many others. An alternative to Draftbit would be FlutterFlow. They're built on different frameworks. Draftbit is built on React, while FlutterFlow is built on the Flutter framework, but both of them are open source and both of them are really good. But once again, it allows you to create beautiful apps. You can build chatbots, e-commerce apps, task management apps. However, both of these app builders are a little bit complicated. So if you want to build something fast and a bit simple, then I can recommend Glide. As you can see here, you can build field operations, event management, customer portals, employee portals, inventory management. It's a lot simpler than FlutterFlow and Draftbit, but if you just want to build simple internal tools, then I would choose Glide over them because you can build things way faster and without spending a lot of hours learning it. Once again, it's just different tools for different use cases. So now let's cover some of the database builders. The first one we're going to jump into is Airtable. Airtable is very straightforward, and I don't think you can get any simpler building a database than Airtable. As you can see, the UI is very clean, very intuitive. I've used this app a lot for internal team management as well as content production management, and it took 0 time to learn. Very easy, has a lot of features, also has workflows with AI, has a lot of integrations. It's a great tool. As we can see, we are logged in, we're going to click create base, and then we're going to choose what we want to build. So let's say I want to build a product catalog, and then boom, in just a few seconds we now have a product catalog. You can actually then take this database and then integrate it to Softr to create a web app where people can order this thing. As you can see, very simple. If you want to build a database or CRM, internal tools, check out Airtable. However, if you want to build a database for enterprise needs and you have some Microsoft Excel skills, then check out this tool. This tool is called Ragic. And Ragic is basically like Microsoft Excel, but on steroids. It allows you to build databases for enterprises. And as you can see, it's actually trusted by quite a lot of organizations. And here you can see some of the use cases. You can use it for sales, like sales order management. You can use it for customer relationship management, for marketing, event coordination. You can even use it for legal needs, like creating contracts and document review requests. And as you can see, allows you to develop like complex databases for enterprises from scratch. It solves any needs that enterprises have from a database. One of the coolest things about no-code are the automation tools, because they allow you to connect different tools together to perform complex functionalities, and it allows you to automate many monotonous tasks. So the first one we're going to jump into is Zapier. Sometimes actually Zapier is referred to as the glue of the internet because it connects so many different apps together, and it allows you, as it says here, to connect your tools and streamline your mission-critical processes. You can build custom workflows, get more power from the tools that you're already using, and connect the apps that you already love. It has over 5,000 integrations and it works amazingly well. However, another automation app that I'm absolutely in love with is called Make, because this app does the same thing but allows you to build integrations in a visual way. As you can see here, you have different nodes and you can see exactly how they connect and what happens throughout the process. It makes the building process much more visual, because humans are visual creatures, right? We process things visually way more better than just reading text. You can see on the illustration here, right? If you have all of these different integrations, all these different automations, if you did that in Zapier, you'll probably have a headache trying to debug it. Here, it makes it very easy. You can see exactly where everything starts, what the different routers are. It also gives you like this debugging mode where you could see exactly like what is happening and where the issues might occur, as well as the time it takes for different interactions. Now, Zapier does have a lot more integrations, but Make just makes things much easier. So if you're new to no-code, I would go with Make. If it doesn't have the functionality that you need, maybe then you can check out Zapier. Now, another absolutely amazing automation tool is VoiceFlow, because VoiceFlow allows you to build AI chatbots and voice agents. So basically load entire knowledge bases into these chatbots, and then these chatbots can automatically respond to your customers from the knowledge that you give them. As you can see here, you can also build visually, and then you can connect different logic together depending on the response. And honestly, it allows you to create chatbots as complex as you want. Now, we've touched on many different tools that you can build for your customers, but how about building internal tools? We know that we can build internal tools with Glide, but what are the other builders? Well, one of them is GoogleAppSheet. So many of you might not know this, but Google actually has their own no-code tool, which built upon Google Sheets. It's called AppSheet and allows you to build apps and automate work. So if you want to build internal tools where you can manage your data as well as different workflows, then this might be the one for you. It's very intuitive, very easy to use, very clean. And another internal tool builder is Stacker. This one is absolutely amazing. amazing because it allows you to build internal tools within minutes. As you can see here, it's used by many different brands, and yeah, basically just turn your databases into fully functioning apps in just a few clicks. As you can see, you can create customer portals, workflow tools, custom CRMs, partner dashboards, and many other things. It also has integration with Zapier as well as other products. Another alternative to that would be JetAdmin. JetAdmin also allows you to build custom business apps in just minutes. Quite similar to Stacker. They're both great, but Stacker is better for simpler tools, but then JetAdmin gives you deeper functionality. Next, guys, we've got NC Scale. So if you're running a large business that many different no-code tools interacting together, then it can be very, very overwhelming, like trying to manage that entire process. Well, that's exactly what NC Scale is for. It allows you to connect different no-code tools together and monitor them to simplify troubleshooting, improve security, and help you consolidate documentation and best practices. Basically, if you have a lot of no-code tools, this one is kind of a must-have. It allows you to map out all the dependencies just to know before you make any changes, because you'll know, like, if I change something here, maybe this tool will stop working. It allows you to also build repository as well as README files, so for your team members to be able to understand how the tools interact together. And I really like their monitoring features because it allows you to set alerts and then assign your team members to them, fix the issues. Once you build your app, at the end of the day, you need to accept payments. So let's cover some of the payment gateways. The first one is Stripe. Stripe is just an industry standard for accepting payments on most platforms. It has a lot of different integrations that allow you to do exactly that. They call themselves the backbone of the global commerce. It's very, very true. However, it can be very complicated if you're non-technical, or it can be very, very time-consuming. That's why I want to touch on to the next app, which is Outsetta. Outsetta is actually a partner of Stripe. It's all-in-one software for accepting payments. As you can see, it replaces a lot of other tools, allows you to just use this one platform to take all the payments and do all the billing. As you can see, their billing feature can replace member stack and Chargebee. Authentication features can replace member, full, and auth. They even have a CRM which can replace HubSpot and Pipedrive. And another cool feature they have is the help desk. You can actually use this to talk to your customers and resolve any issues they might have. And then next, onto the easiest way to take payments ever. It is called ButMeACofffee. This one literally takes a few minutes to set up, and then you can take payments. It's great for accepting donations or selling digital products. As you can see, it was designed specifically for creators, not for businesses. If you're an influencer, a YouTuber, and you want to accept payments online, ButMeACofffee is your choice, because it will take you just a few minutes to set up, and then you can accept donations or sell basic digital products. So guys, we've covered all of the no-code tools that I wanted to show you, and these tools will be enough to build pretty much any startup idea that you might have. But now, to make your journey even easier, I want to give you a few bonus tools that will allow you to launch your startup even faster and make the whole process even smoother. First one is Mockup Studio. So if you build an app and you want to advertise it, then Mockup Studio is the one for you. Basically allows you to take your website or your app and then put it on these beautiful mockups. Makes it really easy, and they have 3,500 different mockups for you to use. So next one is Calendly. This is a very simple tool, but it allows you to basically just create appointments, book calls with your clients or customers with ease. Basically just sign up, create a link, send it to them, then they can book a time that you're available. The next tool is called Undraw, and this one gives you free illustrations for your websites. So whatever tool that you build, you might want to include some illustrations to demonstrate your points. Undraw gives you that for free. As you can see, they have many different illustrations for basically every single need that you might have. It's quite a lot. And as you can see here on the top, you can actually change the color, so you can match your branding. Pretty cool. Descript is simply the best tool for you to have if you're producing videos or podcasts, because it allows you to edit really fast, and it gives you AI features to make the process even smoother. The transcription that I have is honestly amazing. I've used it for podcast tools before, and usually I have to make just minor changes, while on other ones I have to make quite a lot. I really recommend it for transcription. It also speeds up video editing because basically it transcribes your entire video, and then you can just cut out the parts that you don't like when you see the text. So you can see on the text that you repeat yourself, you can just select it and delete it. It will cut the video to remove that bit. It also has AI enhancers for your audio, so if you have very bad audio, you can enhance that using AI. It can remove filler words by itself, and it can actually allow you to overdub. So if you mispronounce something, you can actually type in the text, it will clone your voice, and then it will like overdub it. Pretty crazy. And the last tool, but my absolute favorite, because I use it every single day. I honestly don't know how I would live without this tool, but it is called Milanote. It allows you to get organized and stay creative. I usually use it for note-taking as well as brainstorming. Let's say I'm researching a certain topic, let's say I'm researching fitness, and I want to make a list of best back exercises. Okay, that here, and then I can add different images of the exercise. So I have a reference, right? Like now I'm just using the stock images, right? But you can drag and drop your own images. And you can link things together and have these arrows. You can also add to-do lists. So you can make lists of things to do. You can also create these columns where you can organize everything together. So you could have like a title. I've actually used this tool before for like planning out a course. So I had like titles. And then below that, I would just have the documents for each module with the script. So I can have an overview of every single module that I have in one place. So like module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4, and you get the point. And then I can also add images in between different modules to like illustrate them. The options are honestly endless. You can even add audio, you can add video, and you can even draw on top of it. But this is it. This is all the tools that I wanted to cover. Guys, if you want to get the links for all of these tools, make sure to hit the link in the description. It will take you to the curated no-code tool directory that I built. They're the best tools that I found during my research and time using them. I'm going to be adding tools on there as I find them and try them out. You can actually see a lot of the other tools there that I didn't mention in this video. Otherwise, this video will be an hour long. So check it out. I think you guys might find it useful, and I'll see you in the next video.